All right, welcome back, everyone. I imagine if you're here with us today, you're probably dealing with all the changes happening in the automotive world right now.
Yeah, definitely. Lots going on, and I bet a lot of you are on the management or marketing side at a dealership trying to keep up with it all.
Absolutely, and looking for some insights to make sense of it all, right? Not just the buzzwords, but how to actually use this stuff.
Exactly, and that's what we're all about here, taking a real deep dive into how this stuff actually works. Stuff that can make a difference in what you do every day at the dealership.
Right. And today we're diving into a pretty big topic, artificial intelligence, and how it's starting to really change the whole customer experience, especially how dealerships can use it.
And we're going to ground this conversation in something a lot of you might be thinking about or even working with already, the 30-day AI protocol transformation.
Okay, so the 30-day AI protocol, it's a system a lot of dealerships are starting to use. And it's not just about the tech itself. It's really about how to use AI to deliver that personalized service, but at scale for all your customers.
Yeah.
And that's what we're going to dig into today.
Yeah, moving past the hype and getting into how the protocol helps you really understand every customer and what they need. That's how you build those relationships, and that leads to growth.
Exactly. And it's important to say right off the bat, the 30-day AI protocol isn't about replacing people. It's about giving your team the tools they need, to be even better and make those amazing customer experiences.
Right. It's about shifting from just reacting to what happens to being able to anticipate what a customer might need. And the 30-day protocol can really help with that.
Okay, so think about when you stay at like a fancy hotel.
Yeah.
They often remember your name, what room you like, maybe even what you order for breakfast.
Yeah.
That's that personalized touch that makes you feel special.
Yeah.
And the 30-day protocol is about making that happen at your dealership for every customer.
Exactly. And it's really interesting to imagine how this works in practice. So let's say we have a potential customer named Sarah who's browsing your website, right? Maybe checking things out after dinner.
Okay.
Now, if your dealership is using the 30-day AI protocol, the website isn't just sitting there, it's actually learning about Sarah. Maybe she's been on the site before or clicked on one of your ads. It's gathering that information.
Right.
Maybe the system notices she keeps looking at SUVs. And because it's evening, it might even guess that she has a family and only has time to browse online after the kids are in bed.
Interesting. How would it even know that?
Well, it's using things like cookies to see what pages she visits and how long she stays on them. And if she's been a customer or a lead before, the AI can tap into your CRM system to pull even more information.
Wow. So the AI is like a detective putting together all these clues about Sarah.
That's a great way to put it. And this is where the 30-day protocol gets really powerful. Because instead of just showing Sarah a generic page with all your cars, the AI starts tailoring the experience to her.
Oh, I see. So it might highlight family-friendly SUVs since that seems to be what she's interested in.
Right, and it can go even deeper than that. Maybe it shows her information about safety ratings because safety is usually a big concern for families.
Makes sense.
It could even show her appointment slots that are available in the evenings, since that seems to be when she's online.
Wow, so thoughtful.
And it could even highlight testimonials from other parents who bought SUVs from you, and maybe even pre-qualify her for financing based on what other SUV buyers typically choose.
It's like the website becomes her own personal shopper.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's adapting in real time to what the AI thinks she needs, using machine learning to analyze her behavior and compare it to tons of other customers.
Incredible. It's like it's learning from every interaction.
Yeah.
So what happens next?
Well, let's say Sarah schedules a test drive online. Now, the system can use what it knows about her to personalize even that. So maybe it sends her a text confirmation instead of an email because it looks like she responds more to texts.
Okay.
Then it can prepare a welcome package just for her, highlighting those SUVs she was looking at online.
So she feels like she's already a VIP.
Right. And behind the scenes, the 30-day AI protocol is giving the sales team all those insights about Sarah's online journey. They'll know what she's interested in before she even steps foot in the dealership. The AI can even suggest a test drive route that shows off features families would care about. Like how much space there is in the back seat or how easy it is to install a car seat.
That's so smart. It's almost like the AI is doing all the prep work for the sales team.
Exactly. And after her visit, the system can even send personalized follow-ups using her preferred way of getting in touch, whether that's email, text, or even a phone call.
Okay, so by the time Sarah actually gets to the dealership, her experience is already totally different. The sales consultant isn't starting from scratch, right?
Exactly. They already have a head start thanks to the AI insights from the 30-day protocol. They'll know what's important to Sarah, what she's worried about, and can just focus on building that relationship.
Right, so it's not about replacing the sales consultant's skills. It's about giving them more information so they can do their job even better.
Exactly. And it goes even further. During the presentation, they can focus on those family-friendly features because the AI told them that's what Sarah cares about. And they can be ready to compare the SUV to other cars she might have researched online,
Hmm.
and even have financing options ready that make sense for someone like her.
Wow, so they're prepared for anything, and Sarah feels heard and understood.
Exactly. And what's really amazing about the 30-day protocol is how it makes AI like the brain of the dealership. It's always learning and using that knowledge to improve every interaction, even after Sarah buys the SUV.
I see, so it's not just a one-time thing. The AI continues to help even after the sale is done.
Right. So she might get videos showing her how to use features that are helpful for families, like, how to adjust the back seats or program the entertainment system, and those maintenance reminders. They'll come at the right time and through the way she prefers, like text or email.
Okay, that makes sense.
And as her family grows, the AI might even suggest upgrades to a bigger car or one with different features based on what it's learned about her.
So it's like having a personal concierge for your car.
Exactly. And even when she goes in for service, it's smoother. The service team will have her whole vehicle history right there, plus any notes about what she likes or doesn't like. So it just makes the whole experience better.
Wow, it's pretty amazing how the 30-day AI protocol can touch every part of the customer journey. Okay, let's break down how each stage works, starting with that initial online visit. When someone first goes to the dealership website.
Right. Think about a typical website. It's like a digital brochure, you
Yeah.
know? But with the 30-day protocol, that website becomes something completely different. It's dynamic, it's personalized, it adapts to each person.
Okay, so instead of everyone seeing the same thing, the AI changes what they see based on what they do on the site.
Exactly. So someone who's clicking around on trucks is going to see something different than Sarah, who's looking at SUVs, right? And someone who keeps reading about fuel efficiency, the AI might show them more hybrid or electric options. And if someone is looking at financing tools on this site, they'll probably see more stuff about loans and payment calculators.
So smart. It's like the website is reading their mind.
In a way, yeah. The website uses machine learning to look at what people did in the past and what they clicked on. It helps to figure out what each new visitor wants to see. And that makes them more likely to, actually engage with the site.
Makes sense. That makes it more relevant to them. Okay, so then what about what happens before the customer even comes to the dealership? How does the 30-day protocol help prepare for that?
Oh, that's a good one. It's all about being ready for the customer. So instead of just a regular appointment reminder, the sales team actually gets a whole briefing on who's coming in. The AI puts it all together, what cars they're interested in, what they said online or on the phone, how they like to communicate, everything.
Oh, that's helpful.
Right. So based on that, they can have the cars ready to show, highlight specific features the customer might like, and even start filling out paperwork to save time. And like we talked about with Sarah, plan the test drive route to hit those spots that'll impress her.
So the AI does all the research. The sales team just has to close the deal.
Well, it's more like the AI gives them a huge advantage. It takes all that data and turns it into information the team can actually use.
Right, like having an assistant who does all the background work.
Yeah.
So that must make a big difference when the customer actually walks in the door.
Right.
Right.
Oh, absolutely. Imagine instead of just saying, "Hi, welcome," you can greet them by name and already know what they're looking for. Maybe the AI noticed they mentioned liking a quiet environment in an online chat so you can make sure they're comfortable.
That's so personalized. I bet customers love that.
They do. It makes them feel valued, like you actually care. And the sales consultant will have all the info right there,
Mhm.
their history, what they researched online, any financing pre-approval, everything.
So convenient.
Right. The whole process can be tailored to them, respecting their time and focusing on what matters most to them. That's the power of the 30-day protocol. It lets you anticipate and meet their needs in real time.
Okay, so it's really moving away from that one-size-fits-all approach, huh?
Yeah,
It
yeah.
becomes more about the individual customer.
Exactly. It's all about making it customer-centric, using the AI's insights to create a better experience for everyone.
Okay, I like that. So how does this impact the purchase process itself?
The goal is to make buying a car as easy and enjoyable as possible. The 30-day protocol uses all that data it's gathered to simplify things.
Okay, so less paperwork, faster approvals, things like that.
Exactly. The AI can pre-fill forms so customers aren't sitting around waiting. It can also suggest financing options that make sense for their situation. And the salesperson will be ready to answer any questions, no matter how detailed. Plus, they can adjust how much information they give based on what the customer prefers. Some people want all the details, others just want the highlights, right?
Right.
It's all about flexibility, meeting the customer where they are. And the AI helps make that happen.
I see. So it's really about creating a personalized experience from start to finish.
You got it. And of course, that relationship doesn't end when the car drives off the lot. What
Hmm.
about all the support after the sale? How does the 30-day protocol help with that?
That's a great point. It's all about keeping those customers happy and coming back.
Yeah, exactly. This is where the 30-day AI protocol really shines in the long run. Instead of sending generic follow-up messages, the AI helps create messages that are relevant and targeted.
Okay, so not just a standard thank you for your purchase email.
Right. It can send reminders for service, but they're scheduled based on the customer's driving habits and preferences. And the messages themselves can be personalized to the car they bought, maybe mentioning specific features or common maintenance needs.
So the customer feels like they're being taken care of even after the sale.
Exactly. And the system can even find opportunities to reach out proactively, like suggesting accessories they might like or letting them know about events that match their interests. It's all about building that loyalty so they come back for their next car.
That makes a lot of sense. So it sounds like the 30-day protocol has a pretty big impact on the whole customer experience. But what about the people working at the dealership? How does it change things for them? Let's start with the sales team.
Yeah, the sales team definitely sees a big change. They can start focusing on just gathering basic information and start having more meaningful conversations with customers.
Because the AI already did the basic research
Right,
for them.
exactly. They walk in knowing what the customer cares about, what they're worried about, so the conversation can be more focused and productive.
So the sales team isn't replaced, they're empowered, right?
Exactly. They have all the information they need right at their fingertips. They can answer questions accurately and quickly, and they can focus on building that connection with the customer. I even heard about one salesperson, a real veteran, who was skeptical of AI at first.
Oh, really? What changed his mind?
Well, he was amazed by how much the AI helped him. It allowed him to have deeper conversations with customers because he wasn't wasting time getting basic information. He could really understand their needs and help them find the right car. He said it made him feel more like a partner to his customers, which he loved.
I bet. It's like the AI gave him superpowers. What about the service team? How does the 30-day protocol help them?
Oh, the service team gets a boost too. When someone schedules an appointment, the service advisors can see their entire history, all the work that's been done, any issues they've had, even notes about what they like and don't like.
Wow, so helpful.
Right. They also know how the customer prefers to communicate and if there were any specific concerns mentioned when booking the appointment. So they're ready for anything. They can anticipate questions, have information ready to go, and talk to the customer in a way that builds trust, and that leads to happier customers who keep coming back.
It's like they can provide a concierge level of service.
That's a great way to put it. And again, the AI isn't replacing their expertise. It's just giving them more context so they can provide an even better service.
Right. Okay, so from a management perspective, how does implementing the 30-day AI protocol help? What are the benefits for them?
For management, it's like having X-ray vision into the whole dealership. They can see what's happening at every touch point. Our customers having good experiences online, our salespeople following up effectively, our service appointments running smoothly.
So they can see where things are working well and where they need to be improved.
Exactly. The AI can analyze all the data and highlight areas where things could be better, and it can track how satisfied customers are, so management can see if their changes are having a positive impact.
So they're not just guessing, they're using real data to make decisions.
Exactly. It helps them run things more efficiently, build stronger relationships with customers, and ultimately make the business more profitable.
Okay, so it sounds like everyone wins with the 30-day AI protocol. But before we wrap up, let's talk about something really important, the balance between technology and the human touch.
Oh, that's crucial. It's so important to remember that the 30-day protocol is designed to enhance the human element, not eliminate it.
Right, it's about using technology to make people better, not to replace people.
Exactly. The best results come when you use AI to empower your team, to help them build stronger relationships with customers. Technology should help create more meaningful interactions, not automate away that personal connection that's so important, especially in the car business.
That's a great point. People still want to buy cars from people they trust and feel comfortable with, right?
Absolutely. The 30-day protocol gives dealerships a way to deliver personalized service to everyone, but it needs to be done in a way that keeps that human connection strong. That's the key to success.
I totally agree. The 30-day protocol gives dealerships a powerful tool, but it's up to them to use it in a way that benefits both their customers and their team. It's about combining the best of technology with the best of human interaction.
Right. And that's something to really think about as you plan for the future of your dealership. How can you start using the ideas behind AI enhanced customer experience in the next 30 days? How can you create those concierge level interactions for everyone, whether they're online or in person?
That's the challenge for everyone listening. And with a system like the 30-day protocol, you have a roadmap to make it happen.
Right, and think about the impact this can have. Imagine a future where every customer feels truly understood and valued at your dealership. That's how you create loyal customers who come back again and again.
That's a great goal to strive for. Well, thanks for joining us for this deep dive today. I hope everyone found it helpful and thought-provoking.
Yeah, thanks for listening, everyone. We'll be back soon with more insights to help you navigate the changing world of automotive.
See you next time.